Hey everybody, what's going on, guys? We got a massive update for Enlisted. This is fantastic. It's chock full of goodies. Stick around. We're going to be going over all the stuff, and I highly recommend you guys go through this with me or read the patch notes yourself. I'll leave a description below because this has a ton of goodies and a ton of great changes. This is a fantastic update overall. Now, before I say anything else, though, I want to say passwords are now in Enlisted for custom games. It's only been a year in the making. It's only been a year of me begging for them to add these, that they have finally put into the game. So hallelujah, rejoice. We can now do historical battles. We can do some competitive games. We're trying to put those together. I've got that in the works with some people. So if you guys are interested in doing some historical battles and some historical games with me and other people in the Discord, make sure you guys are clicking that link in the description below and joining Discord, because that's how you're going to get involved with that kind of stuff, and that's how we're going to be able to play and do these awesome, fun historical battles. So make sure you guys are a part of that if you aren't already. Now, otherwise, guys, we're going to be going through this whole thing, starting off here with Stalingrad changes to weapons are now in every campaign. So bolt actions, increased fire rate of semi-auto rifles from 200 to 320. Lots of goodies. Okay, so again, bolt actions, damage has been increased by 50 to 60%. So previously, when you shot an enemy, those of you that might not have played a lot of Stalingrad, you might not have noticed this. Previously, when you shot an enemy, it downed them a lot of the time in like Normandy. Now, when you hit an enemy with a bolt action, they are dead. They're down. They're gonzo. They're not going down. They're just dead. They're dead, right? They're dead. And that's a fantastic change. Again, those of you that have played Stalingrad probably have recognized this as a really fantastic change. I wish this would have come sooner because this is one of my favorite changes that Stalingrad did. The gunplay feels fantastic. Bolt actions have a very good place in the meta now. I think that you can run bolt actions even at high level games and still do really well and still be competitive. So, you know, this is a great change, especially for low level players that might still be running bolt actions, or maybe you know, in those bolt action heavy games like Stalingrad, Moscow, and Tunisia. You know, it's going to feel a lot better. Now, semi-auto rifles have also seen a little bit of a buff here. Their fire rate has gone from 200 to 320. This is a good change. I like this. I never thought the semi-auto nerf was really that big of a deal. I think dispersion's really bad, but I think that increasing this rate of fire is a good thing. It gives semi-auto rifles that firepower bonus over, you know, bolt action rifles, but it still keeps them a little bit slower, right? And a lot of these changes kind of, I think, are geared towards slowing Enlisted as a game down, and we're going to talk more about that. There's some movement changes that we're going to get to too, and that's going to be awesome. So otherwise, rifles, submachine guns, and assault rifles have recoil rate increased by 15 to 50%. So you're going to see more recoil on your SMGs, more recoil on your assault rifles and your semi-auto rifles. Great change. Love to see that. I think that fully automatic weapons in Enlisted are way too controllable right now, and increased recoil control for SMGs and assault rifles. And then we have some kind of minor balance changes. The ZH has been brought in line with other guns, you know, so on and so forth. Now, moving on to vehicles. You can now free look while you are in an AA gun or as the tank commander. Great change. I thought you could already free look as the tank commander. No, you couldn't actually. Now that I think about it, you couldn't. So that's a good change. You can put out fire on your vehicle before it spreads to the internals, so that's good. Toolkits now let you repair a vehicle once or extinguish fire up to 3 times. So that's cool. Even if you've used the repair tool, so it's actually and. It's not or. Otherwise, so this is a big one. So you can now change your ammo type while reloading, but it'll reset the reload. So say your tank has a 5-second reload and you have HE loaded, you're reloading for 3 seconds, and then a tank comes around the corner, boom, you switch to AP, it's going to reset you back down to 0. But you're still going to be able to load that AP. So previously you'd have to load the rest of that HE, fire it off, load the AP, and you got killed a lot of the time. Now you can reset the reloading of the gun, or you can reset the ammo type, change the ammo type, and it will reset the reload progress. You can still have the loader perk that is in the game right now, and that will not reset your progress. So you'll still be at that 3 seconds in that previous example while you swap. So still a very solid perk there. Added a hint about acceleration or deceleration of reload. For example, if a crew member has an ability that speeds up the reloading of a gun. Cool. Tank guns now reload faster if there's a loader. Cool. So if your loader dies, you're going to reload slower. Glad to see that. Tank guns no longer reload automatically if there's no loader or anyone performing the duties of a loader in the vehicle. Okay, so previously, guys, this is a little bit of a weird thing. You could actually, with the longer reload vehicles, you could get out of the tank, and you could like with the IS-2, you could fire, get out of the tank, and then like repair the tank while your gun would just automatically reload itself. Can't do that anymore. So there you go. Loader perks are used by the soldier who performs the duty of a loader. Loader can no longer continue loading a gun while looking out of the hatch. Sure, loader abilities work with autocannons. Added transparency to the lead indicator. Sure. Squads. Some squads look different. Cool. AI soldiers. So AI soldiers, this is a big one. Improved the AI soldier behavior during capture points. Soldiers will now try to enter the capture zone if they're close. Oh my God, thank you. I'm so happy to see this. This is a great change. Previously, your AI would sit right outside the objective, and with the changes to needing multiple soldiers on an objective, this was a huge pain in the ass. You'd have to manually move them onto the objective a lot of the time. So hopefully now they're a lot better about that. AI soldiers will no longer drop shot the living shit out of you, and they're less likely to get stuck in that weird spin around animation. They're now better at detecting and tracking enemies. They will no longer just try to swim across water instead of using a bridge. They're now AI soldiers in the destruction mode are now spread out next to bombs to protect them, and AI soldier behavior on the train is better. They now react better to enemies. Cool. So there you go. Now, moving on to game mechanics. These are some big ones here, and this is the only thing on this entire patch notes that I have a problem with. Okay, at least so far. I haven't read 100% of this stuff, but this is the absolute only thing in this thing that is a massive red flag to me, and that is for custom game password protected rooms. It is only available to premium accounts. So what that means is you have to have a premium account to make a password protected game. And I'm not going to go super deep into why I disagree with this. That is a topic for a different video. That's a topic for a different time. That's a topic for a rant on a stream. Twitch.tv/HeyQuadro. Boom. But this is a bad change. This is a bad idea. This is not a good thing. It doesn't need to happen. It shouldn't happen, and they should change it. That's all I'll say about that. There's some new animations. So there's animations for switching positions, for lying down and getting up. Basically, I think what this hopefully means, I haven't tested this in game. I'll probably be overlaying it right now. Hopefully you guys see that right now. But what this essentially means is hopefully there'll be an animation so you can't just instantly drop to the ground and start shooting. And that will, again, hopefully slow the game down a little bit. There is now inertia when moving into a lying position while running. So you kind of do a little dolphin dive. Remove the ability to aim while switching to the lying position and when standing up. Great. See, that's okay. So I think that's what I'm saying here. Now you can't. Okay, remove the ability to instantly switch to sprint from lying position. Great. Okay, guys, they're slowing the game down. I'm so glad to see this, guys. I'm really glad to see this. Change jump animation. Now before the jump and after the jump, a soldier squats a little and puts his hands with the gun down. Great. During jumping, there's an increase in dispersion when firing the weapon. Oh, good changes, Darkflow. Good gameplay changes. Increased weapon dispersion when changing body position and during jumping. Great change. Reduced speed of changing pose. Great change. Great change. Great change. Due to the changes in the mechanics of changing the body position, the speed of changing pose skill bonus has been changed from 150 to 50. Great. Improved leg animation when using anti-tank guns. Added automatic deactivation preview mode when using binoculars. Sure. I'm just skimming through the rest of this. Move the ability to replenish ammunition of guns with the engineer controlling the gun at the moment. Remove the ability to replenish the ammunition of guns with the engineer controlling the gun at that moment. I am not following what the hell that means. Okay. Remove the ability to use a radio to call for artillery while in the water. Sure. All of these are fine. Graphics, the interface stuff. This is not huge. I'm not really going to go through all of these. Reduce the number of sessions with rainy weather. Thank you. Missions. New missions, new confrontation game modes. Cool. I'm not a huge fan of confrontation, but I'm glad to see more of it. More variety is always good. Mission editor got some new stuff I'm not going to go through. That's great. There's a bunch of bugs I'm not going to go through. And there you go, guys. That's all of it. Absolutely fantastic changes. I don't want this video to go a long time because this is just, patch notes and stuff like that. But guys, these are fantastic changes. I loved everything in this with the exception, again, of that password thing. I really didn't like that. I really wish Darkflow would not have done that. I think that's a bad change. Passwords are great. Locking them behind premium, bad idea. But I don't know. You win some, you lose some, I guess. So Darkflow, if you guys are watching this, I love this update, at least from what I'm reading here. I got to test it in game and things like that. Follow me, twitch.tv/HeyQuadro, guys, to see me playing this on stream. And remember, join the community Discord. But otherwise, 10 out of 10 update, 9 out of 10 update. Great job, guys. Really happy to see this stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Take it easy.